Happy Thumbs Gaming. Big show.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out Just Keep Moving Collectible Locations, where we find 4 documents, 3 relics, 2 GPS cache, 5 totems towards the Ghost Hunter Challenge, and we find the treasure map for the Coastal Forest. So here we are at the old base camp. We're going to happily trot our way down to the bottom here. And assuming that you've followed along with our level 3 Woman vs. Wild video, that you have got all the collectibles from that area. So it is time to move on. So climb in and climb down. Hang on, people. Here we go. And we'll just make our way down to the bottom. Now, as with all of our recent videos, there are fast-forward quick links with, the names to all the titles down below. So I highly recommend fast-forwarding to the item in need if you have already seen this and played this. Otherwise, enjoy the ride. We're going to show you where this first relic is right here. It's just right in the first room once we get all the way to the bottom. And it's going to be on the right-hand side in this little box. Open up the box and we find Booyaka Shao. We find the Hanya mask. Now we're going to want to spin this around because when we do so, we find some markings. It's actually white paint and it tells us that it's an elderly mask or something like that. But we get more XP for it. So we'll make sure that when we pick up the relics that we also guide you to any extra XP that we find along the way. Now, over on the left-hand side, in order to advance, you're going to have to use your little torch here to get your flame on and slide on through and the other side. What's up, Jags? And once you get over here, you'll notice the axe. There'll be a little cutscene, and after you find out that Laura does indeed have a gag reflex, which is a bummer, we'll go ahead and pick up the axe and move along. We also get some XP, as you see there, too, 250. All to the air. All right, so again, quick links down below. We're going to have roughly about a 2-minute hiatus here between collectibles just because I didn't really want to edit this out. Some people like watching this. We've been getting some comments saying that people like it. So far, we haven't got any comments saying remove it. So if you're someone who's specifically going for the collectibles and the quick links aren't enough for you and you want these gone, let us know. We'll see what we can do. We always weigh everybody's opinions out and try to make everybody happy even though we can't please everyone. But right now, we're just making our way through, trying to find base camp. Jags looks like he's having some internet connection issues. So once we get outside of the cave, we're going to stow away our torch and make our way towards the top. We're going to follow the voices that we hear. And as you can see, I'm ready for whatever. But it's our friend, so rest at ease. Rest at ease. After the overly excited youngster spots you and makes note to her campmate here, who is a wee bit on the creepy side, if I do say so myself. I know he's supposed to be there to help, but yeah, I don't know. He doesn't seem to be part of our crew, and I don't trust anybody that's not in our crew. It's just how we roll, at least in Tomb Raider. Now, what do you guys think? I like the pre-Angelina Jolie Lara Croft. I think she's exquisitely put together. And, I don't know if it'll eventually evolve into that or not, into the Angelina Jolie Lara as the series reboot goes on. However, I very much enjoy this new persona. Not that I don't like Angelina, but I don't know if I like Angelina as Lara. I guess that's my biggest issue. So, blah, 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 blah. Yep, telling stories. She likes to do that. We already know. Again, feel free to skip to the next document down below by clicking the document 1 link in the fast forward quick links. Otherwise, we're going to wake up, find ourselves very lonesome, and in a panic, we're going to run off and find ourselves what some would say is not a pleasant experience. I don't know. I've never had my foot caught in a bear trap. And if I did, I would prefer to have high-top leather boots. They don't look like Air Jordans, but they look like they're doing the job. And we hear the wolves coming up, so we're going to prepare. I was all sketched. I saw the bushes blowing over there, and it's hard to tell where they're going to come for. But the good news is when they do strike, they come in slow motion. Blast them right in the... Pow! Right in the kisser. Right. And who else is... You want some of this? You want some of this? Boom! Pow, right in the kiss. Alright, so 2 down, 1 to go. Gonna wait for him. I think he strikes from the right again. Boom! Yep, he's a high jumper. And as soon as that guy is dealt with, your friends hear you and come to your rescue, which is nice. And then we should be able to get along back on to our collectible hunting. So we do have one more segment coming up that is, recommended you skip ahead if you have no desire for it. But it is very informative. It's something that can help you earn a trophy for killing all the people in this area. Not all the people, all the animals. Sorry, that sounded horrible. Sounded like we were about to go on some sort of manslaughter. Not the case. There is a trophy for... Oh, sorry. Trophy/achievement. And it's for killing and looting 10 deer and wolves to get it. Now, I read somewhere else that boars count too, but I haven't seen a boar yet, so we'll just roll with this. In level 3, we recommended that you go and do some hunting there too until the XP starts to flatline, and then make your way on to the next part. But so if you did that before and you did that here, you're more than likely going to have that trophy/achievement under your belt. So we got the fire here. We're back at the fire getting some rest. Before we head off to follow old Dr. Whitman there, we will make sure that we do some soul searching and upgrade some skills if you got some points. When you're ready to move on, hop up from the camp, and we're going to go ahead and move on to document 1, which is right here on the table. And we have been cutting these out so that you don't have to sit there and wait and listen to it. We assume that you've already seen it and read it. If not, buy the game, or I guess you could request a video for that, and maybe I'll put one of those out. You never know. Took me a minute to figure out where the torch was. Once I did, you light that, and you can use your pry axe to pry it open and start gaining salvage. Now, there is a trophy/achievement for 5,000, obtaining 5,000 salvage. So it's going to be a long road for that one, so make sure you take advantage of any opportunity you see and bust open some stuff. When you're ready to move on, head down the path to the right, not to the left, to the right, jump up, follow the ledge down, and you will find the first GPS cache of this level, but the 4th for this area. Keep following that right-hand path all the way down, and you'll find a little box at the very end. And then you'll also see a bridge to your left. Before moving or advancing high or low on that bridge, make sure that you pick up this document here, which is document number 2. And then you're going to want to make sure you go under the bridge because we've got a relic for you. A relic for that ass. So you're going to go ahead and grab that, or you'll be pissed that you didn't later. This one is pretty authentic. Yeah, looks pretty good. Nothing you can gain any XP for or anything, so we'll just go ahead and spin to win. Oh, wait. Let's get a close-up. All right. Moving along, moving along. Looks like that dude didn't make it very far with his treasure. So, again, 5,000 salvage is very important to us, so we're going to pillage anything we can. Now, this is the time in the video where I suggest you go down and you use the quick link to get to the next totem. It's actually the first totem in this area. And we are, right now what we're doing is we're just running around looking for salvage, making sure we didn't miss anything. We do find a berry bush. Hey, what's up, berry bush? And we're going to just keep going around. Oh, there is a pretty comical thing here. Okay, you tell me in the comments what's funnier. Is it funnier that there's a rabbit running underwater frantically, or is it funnier that I can't hit him to save my life? I mean, this is absolutely horrendous. I shoot like 15 arrows before I finally get him. And then I do a little field dressing in the water, which made it nice and clean. And you can see here, we're just getting our hunt on. You do get XP for hunting, as well as, I guess the joy of taking out some animals. I'm not really an animal activist or a preservationist, but either way, it's kind of fun to kill fictional animals while not having to remove them in real life. All right, I'm just rambling now. So rather than ramble, let's scramble. So once you get to this area over here by the bridge and you cross it, you will have to face some wolves again. Unfortunately, my skills are not getting that much better yet. But by the end of the video, I actually got some impressive shooting going on. So, or at least I feel that I've improved. I don't know if it's impressive. You guys can be the judge of that as well. Make sure you loot everything you can because of the trophy slash achievement that I was suggesting you take advantage of, which we're getting real close to. I believe it's our next kill. We get bum rushed one more time, and we handle some business. Here we go. Boom. Boom. Missed. Oh, missed. Oh, missed. Holy cow. All right, made. Missed, made. All right. All right, ready for it? Wait for it. Loot him. Loot him. Make sure you loot. It's not just killing. Booyakashow! Big game hunter. All right, so we got that under our belt. We'll go ahead and advance up the trail on the right-hand side, heading towards our destination. But again, we do not want to get to our destination yet because there is a cutscene that kicks, and it doesn't prevent you from moving on, but we just recommend that you take care of all the business before getting to that action up there. So the next one's actually going to be a treasure map. I'm pretty sure I said totem a minute ago in the video, but I fooled you. Actually, I was misreading my notes, so fooled myself. But up on the right-hand side on the right path, there is a little ledge that you can actually jump up to. Once you jump up to the very top, you can jump all the way out onto this little tree fort here, and on there lies a little table, little makeshift table, and we can go ahead and grab the treasure map. So now this will make all your findings a heck of a lot easier. In the comments, we probably have a little notation to maybe go to this first so you can find it all first, but it does not show the totems. So while you're up here, you're going to want to look down and blast away at the totem that is under the bridge that you're going to jump across, as just shown in the video, and then we'll progress up the trail to our next document, which we're smart enough to mark on our map now and set a waypoint. And as you can see, the treasure map makes things extremely easy. So maybe that should be your first item. I don't know. Regardless, there's a quick link item to it in the fast forward travel. So if that's what you prefer, good. And we will always do that when there's a treasure map available in the area. So now that we're over here, we're going to go ahead and grab this document. Again, we edited out all the commentary there just so we wouldn't have to deal with it. If you want to read it, feel free to pause the movie. Otherwise, pull out your bow and look high, sucker, because guess what? Booyakashow. 7 out of 10 totems destroyed. We're going to keep advancing right on by here, but not before salvaging some salvage, because we're salvagers. I know that was a little tacky, a little triple usage. We'll refrain from that in the future. Once you have pried open that box, move along up the side here. You're going to use this little thing to jump across. And as you may remember, we now have the option to go ahead and set a waypoint on our map, which will lead us right to the goodies. So this one might be easy to miss too, because you can see off to the left, there's a little cave down below, which one might almost think and try to get on top of that rather than try to get into it. So we haven't seen many caves yet. Well, I guess we've seen a couple. I'm just making stuff up. But no collectibles within any cave. So we'll sneak in there. We'll snag that box, rip it open, grab the mask. And this is actually one you're going to want to flip and show the bottom. She thinks it's a real authentic mask, but then realizes it's a replica by seeing a price tag on the bottom. So find that price tag, earn yourself a couple XP, and then we'll head out to the next GPS cache, which is just a little southeast from our current location. But again, having this treasure map will make it super easy to get there. But make sure you watch out along the way and have your guard up, because you do get attacked by a couple wolves. And look at that, 2 for 2 and 2 for 2. All right, I'm getting the hang of this bow, at least for now. All right, we'll try to jump up top, but you can see that you can't make it up there. So we'll climb up on this little rock ledge, jump out onto the broken down tree, and then scale our way out onto the other ledge. Give you one quick peek at the map. Even though you probably don't need it now, you got this awesome treasure map. But we'll go ahead and grab that GPS cache, and then we'll drop on down to the next totem. We're getting pretty close on the totems. In fact, this next totem is pretty easy to get. It's right down below, off to the right-hand side. That's right, the right-hand side. So as we try to confuse you a little bit by throwing up the map again, even though we should just be advancing. Come on, come on, come on. All right, drop down now. Drop it like it's hot. All right, drop it 1, drop it twice, drop it 3 more times. Come on. All right. Make sure you grab the arrows. And all right, so it is actually right off to the left-hand side of where we dropped off from under the bridge. So my bad for misguiding you, even though I was making jokes about showing the map and misguiding you. It's right there. Show you on the map. It's under the bridge. Now, there is actually one not too far right above this. However, I missed that for the time being and make my way all the way to the top. I actually queued the cutscene, which I recommended not doing earlier, but I did not do this on purpose. And that's kind of why I recommended not doing it, because I accidentally did it here in about, I don't know, 10 to 15 seconds here. We take a nice, long, hard look at the map and head for our last item, which, as you can see on the map there, is the last document of the area. But we still got 2 totems left in this little area that we are calling home for the time being. And so we've got a totem to the right of the entrance and a document off to the left. And we'll go ahead and have a nice little chat with Dr. Whitman. Now, speaking of chats, let's go ahead and bring this up now. There is a trophy achievement for the entire game, and it's called Chatterbox. This is actually going to require you to speak to all surviving members of the Endurance crew to claim this reward. So what that means is you're going to have to talk. And I actually screwed up and missed it. So I can't give you an example quite yet, but you're going to want to walk up to him right now before advancing and doing anything else, before even grabbing the totem, before grabbing anything. As you can see, I got the Chatterbox 1 notation up in the corner, noting that right now is Chatterbox time. Once you go and you power up your axe, he will no longer talk to you because it will cue the cutscene to move on. So we did go ahead and blast that totem, which was totem number 9 total, or 4 for this area, or mission. Sorry. And what we're going to do is just head right on down, and I'm going to show you right above the bridge that I was talking about a minute ago. There happens to be another one floating in the wind, and that'll go ahead and get us the Ghost Hunter Challenge completed. But guess what? Booyakashow! It also earns us the Unfinished Business Trophy/achievement. So that is for finishing one of the area challenges. Now, there's also another one for finishing all of them. So we'll be walking you through those along the way. We're going to make our way back up to the very top of the hill and go ahead and grab the document on the left-hand side over on the table. But again, even at this point, you can still go and talk to Dr. Whitman and get the Chatterbox. And you have to talk to him until he stops talking to you. Don't just walk up and say, hey, how's it going, and walk away. Make sure he has nothing more to say. Once he has nothing more to say, you have all of the other items in the area. You are free to go ahead and make your way to the camp, power up your axe, and then go cue the cutscene. Now, I'm just flapping now. This level is over other than powering up the axe and using it to open the doors. And then you advance to level 5, which we will be, getting that up soon. So if you haven't already watched it, make sure you watch the level 3, Woman vs. Wild. And again, we had fun walking through this. So rather than show you all this, we'll go ahead and cut it right now that we know where we're going. Yeah. All right, so that will go ahead and wrap up level 4, Just Keep Moving, where we showed you where all the collectibles are. We completed our first area challenge. We got the treasure map for the area, and, we improved our arrow shooting a little bit as well along the way. So we got that going for us, which is nice. All right, feel free to head on over to Facebook and Twitter, see what's going on over there. Leave us your comments. We have been having some troubles on YouTube, so we suggest you go on over to at least Facebook, if not Facebook or Twitter. Subscribe and vote is always an option down below. HappyThumbsGaming.com is brewing up with some new content. Get on over there. Let us know what you like, what we should add. And as always, until next time, see ya.